In these problems, we're raising powers to powers. So we've got some expressions with terms with exponents on them, and then we're raising them to another exponent. So when you raise a power to a power, you multiply exponents. When we multiplied, we added the exponents. When you raise a power to a power, you multiply the exponents. So this one, actually, let's take this a piece at a time. We've got kind of three chunks we can separate out in here. We're going to have 2 to the third power times x to the second to the third power times y to the negative fifth to the third power. Let's just take those one at a time. 2 to the third power, that's probably the easy part. That's 2 times 2 times 2, that's 8. X to the second to the third, well, to raise this power to this power, we multiply. 2 times 3 is 6, so this is x to the sixth power. And this one, y to the negative fifth to the third, is negative 5 times 3. That's y to the negative 15th. So you could write your answer like this. You could take the negative exponent and turn it positive by putting it down on the bottom of the fraction. In that case, you'd write 8x to the 6th on the top and y to the 15th on the bottom. Those two things mean the same. Let's take a look at another one. So here we have 3 to the 0 power, x to the third power, y to the negative fourth, z to the fifth, all raised to the negative second. The first thing I'm going to do is deal with this 3 to the 0 power. Anything to the 0 power is 1. So that's just the number 1. And I could go ahead and raise that 1 to the negative 2 power, and it would still be 1. And if I multiplied it by what's left there, it wouldn't make a difference, because anything multiplied by 1 is just itself. So I can ignore that. So that's something we don't have to worry about. Now let's take this negative 2 exponent and raise each of these one by one. X to the third to the negative 2, we multiply 3 times negative 2. That's x to the negative sixth. Y to the negative fourth to the negative second, negative 4 times negative 2. This is a positive. Negative times a negative is a positive, 8. And then z to the fifth to the negative second, 5 times negative 2 is negative 10. So that is our answer. If you want to write this as a fraction with all positive exponents, you can keep the y to the 8th on the top and the x to the 6th and z to the 10th on the bottom. All right, one more, last tricky one. Here we've got a fraction. And really, this isn't any harder than anything else. The top of the fraction gets raised to the negative third power. The bottom of the fraction gets raised to the negative third power. So let's just go ahead and rewrite it that way. I've got 5f e to the negative third all to the negative third, and that's over g to the 7th to the negative third. And let's go ahead and do the bottom first. G to the 7th to the negative third. 7 times negative 3 is negative 21. So on our bottom, we've got g to the negative 21. On the top, we've got 3 different parts of this. 5 to the negative third. I'm just going to write that as 5 to the negative third for right now. We're going to deal with that in just a second. And times f to the negative third. So f is to the first power here. So when we multiply 1 times negative 3, you just get negative 3. And then we've got e to the negative third to the negative third. Negative 3 times negative 3 is 9, so that's e to the 9th. Now we've got a lot of negative exponents here. So what I'd like to do is write this all in terms of positive exponents. So I'm going to take this 5 to the negative third and put it down on the bottom, where it's going to become 5 to the positive third. I'll take my f to the negative third and put it down on the bottom. So it becomes f to the third. E to the 9th stays on the top. And g to the negative 20 goes from the top, from the bottom to the top. So this is g to the 21st. And then we can go ahead and take 5 to the third power. That is 125. So we're going to have g to the 21st, e to the 9th, 125f to the third. So a lot of steps there, but all doable. So that is some work with raising exponents to exponents.